25 lang ako eh.
It's also individual guys, individual fighters have.
Ano rin nararamdaman mo, bro? Excited ka ba sa laban ni Sam sa March?
WBC Bantamweight Champion of the World mean to you on Saturday night? What would that moment mean to you to become the new world champion as if you were to defeat Nonito Donaire? Nonito just doing it all, I swear. Unbelievable.
I'm so very happy, but because of my dugay na ko na pangandoy makuha na.
He's saying that it gives him great pleasure and happiness because it's what he's been looking for all his life to be announced as a world champion.
Nonito, you've been very vocal about the respect between the two. How much does it mean for you to sort of be sharing the ring with the guy who looked up to you, and the fact that you don't have to trash talk, you translated for him, for crying out loud. So he's given his predictions, but what does this mean for you as you sort of are on the latter stages of your career?
I'm just here and enjoying that moment of whatever I have in this career. I mean, I wake up in the morning and I'm excited. Every day I'm excited. I'm in the gym. I feel like I'm 21 and I feel like I can do this for another 10 years.
Another 10 years? Wait a minute, you're going to fight until you're 50?
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Where's Rachel at? Is Rachel okay with that? The fighting?
Well, it depends on the queen, right? Depends on the queen where my life stands. I'm just each day I take it, each fight I take it, and I'm just grateful for every moment of it. And I love the fact that, and I want to bring it all out there, that this is a gentleman's sport. I believe that it gives a lot of credibility of a fighter when he can speak to somebody with respect, with sportsmanship. And that's what I bring out there is to inspire people that it's not about being on top and talking crap about other people. Yes, there's things like that, and that's okay. It's part of the game. But I believe that a greater man is when he can look into his opponent's eyes and shake hands with them and go for the kill when they're in the ring. At the end of it all, it's a sport, it's a game, it's a career. And again, everybody's different, they have their own perspective. For me, my perspective is I love the sport of boxing. It's what given me everything that I have, and I'm going to represent it to the best of my ability with respect, with honor, and integrity.
You talked about unification. Assuming all goes well and you're victorious over Reymart Gaballo on Saturday in Showtime Championship Boxing at Dignity Health Sports Park.
And still, you said you for him, so you gotta say.
Okay, so assuming that Jimmy Lennon says, and still, the WBC Bantamweight Champion of the world, as you look at unification when it comes to Naoya Inoue, I was in Japan. That was an amazing fight. Or also a man who you talked about respect. There's been some trash talk with, on the side of John Riel Casimero. He holds the WBO Bantamweight Championship. Where do you lean towards? Is that next for you, assuming that all goes according to plan and Jim Lennon says, and still WBC Bantamweight Champion of the world?
The very key, and I will always say this, the guy that I truly trust in this game is Richard Schaefer, and I'm always going to leave it up to him.
So it's up to Richard Schaefer and your promotional team to go ahead and dictate as to what's next for Nonito Donaire.
But I'm going to go after all of them.
Okay, so in order, Donaire, or not Donaire, but Inoue or Casimero, who would you want?
Well, they both have the belt that I'm looking for, but again, whatever's easier, and I'm going to leave it up to Richard because Richard knows how to make fights.
All right, now we're going to open it up to questions from the media. If you have questions for the fighters up here, by all means, raise your hand and ask your questions.
Hi, this question is for Nonito. Miguel Maravilla from Fight News. Nonito, you fought numerous times at Carson, StubHub Center, Home Depot Center. Now it's the Dignity Health Sports Park. There's been lots of memorable fights. Now you're fighting a fellow Filipino. why is this fight going to be memorable and the same way as some of the memorable fights you had?
But I think that for me, it just shows where my experience and the level of my performance is gonna be on this fight. But mainly, I am really proud that there are two Filipinos fighting, in this stage. So yeah, ultimately, that's my case. Why it's memorable for me. But the performance that I intend to showcase on Saturday is also gonna be noteworthy.
Approach this fight knowing that Nonito is an idol to you, and at the same time, he's an older fighter. You obviously have respect for him, but how are you approaching this fight mentally?
Coach T.
I can talk too much, man, but I will do my best to ring. Buhat na rin ako tanan akong ginabuhat sa training para wag po kong performance sa dulo.
Updating si Bumbaga.